Okay, so let's have a look at completing activities about the reflexive verbs. So reflexive verbs, don't forget, if we go into the reflexive verbs explanation here, it's going to tell you how to form reflexive verbs. Essentially, reflexive verbs are something that one does to oneself. So je me lave, literally, I wash myself. You wash yourself. He washes himself, and so forth. So first of all, we've got the reflexive pronouns, which look like this. So if I just get my visualizer up, my reflexive pronouns are je me, tu te, il or elle or on se. We've then got first person plural, which is nous, vous, and il and elle, se. So these are my reflexive pronouns. If I go back into the activities here, always a good idea to keep this page open. I've also got a dictionary to hand if I need it. So I'm just going to open up another tab here, and I'm going to go straight back into my reflexives here again. So I've got the same thing open again, and I'm going to have a look at this perfect tense activity, which is obviously the past tense. It's quite a difficult thing, because reflexive verbs in the perfect tense go with être in the perfect tense. So like the 16 Dr. and Mrs. Vandertrap verbs. So if I click into this activity, it's saying Martin, ce matin, je. So these are all in the perfect tense. So the first thing we do is we take, and I can take this either from here on my sheet, on my help page here, and I can look at how I'm going to do this. So I've got je me suis. So I go back into this tab and je me suis, and then I've got the verb lever. Right, now I'm going to have a look on here just to see whether or not it says anything about lever. Well, it doesn't. So I'm just going to go into my dictionary here just to have a look at how I would do that. So let's have a look at lever. I know it's the verb lever, so let's have a look. I lever. Right, okay, so we've got this verb here, which we can see, which is se lever, a reflexive verb. It's got this little e next to it, which means to say that it conjugates with être. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check through to see whether or not it's got the right answer. Well, it's got je me lève à 7 heures, I get up at 7 o'clock, which is the present tense. It's got nous nous sommes levés tôt. So this is the perfect tense, and this is the past participle that we're looking for here. What I actually need, though, is I need to look up here, and I've got the verb 50. So that's how I'm going to conjugate it. So I'm going to check it. I'm going to assume that lever, what we do to get to the perfect past participle, is to take off the er and add an e with an accent. But I'm going to check anyway to verb 50. So let's have a quick look at verb 50. I've got lever here. If I go back a page, it tells me up here that 1 is the present, 2 is the past participle, 3 is the imperfect, 4 is the future. So number 2 is what I need. And the word I've got here is lever. So in my answer here, I'm going to write down the word lever. Now I need to check as well, because remember, être verbs, perfect tense, need to agree with the pronoun that they are describing. I'll show you another example of that in a moment. So Martin, je me suis levé très tôt. Martin is a boy, therefore there is no extra e here, and that's our right answer. Now let's just quickly go down to ma mère, which is a little bit more tricky. So we're trying to say s'installer sur le sofa pour regarder un feuilleton à la télé. So s'installer is basically to sit down on the sofa, or put herself on the sofa in order to watch a soap opera on TV. So we've got s'installer. So let's have a quick look. First of all, I need to know what my reflexive pronoun is. Now, if I look here, I can see that it hasn't got ma mère, at all, because it's only got my pronoun. So we need to think about what pronoun ma mère goes along with. So we've got, is it je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle? Well, it's going to be elle, because ma mère is she. So essentially then, it's the same thing for she. So let's have a look at what it says. It's got se. So what we're going to do is we're going to write se in here. We then need the part of être in the present tense to go along with that. So if I need to check, then I'm going to check. So let's have a quick look on in our dictionaries. Now I'm going to skip out the middleman. And we know that être is going to be a verb that's in there. So I look at this, I just need the present tense. I've got je suis, tu es, il, elle, on, est. So this word here, est, is the word that I need. So let's just go back to this again. Est, and then I then need to get this verb, installer, and I need to put it in the perfect past participle. I need the perfect past participle of installer. As I've said before, likelihood is that we just take off the ER and add an E with an accent, because that's what we do most of the time. But let's check in any case. So we're not going to look up s'installer, we're going to look up installer. So I-N. Installer, verb 1. We've got s'installer, to settle, so settle down. To install, to connect. Doesn't matter what it means up here, and that this meaning is different down here. Sorry, I'm not showing you this. This is different. What I can see, though, is it's a reflexive verb that conjugates with être, but it's a verb number 1. And we know that verb number 1, if I flip to it anyway, what we do in order to get to the past participle is we take off the ER from the parler, and we just put an E with an accent. So we're going to do exactly the same thing with this. So if I just go back to my activity, I've got installer. Oops. But I then need to make sure that it agrees with the person that we're talking about. Remember, you only do that for être verbs. You don't have to make past participles of normal verbs agree. Not at all. Only être verbs. So because it's a singular feminine word here, ma mère, we're going to stick an extra E onto the end of that, and there is my answer. The only thing we need to think about here is that se and est, ma mère se est installée sur le sofa pour regarder un feuilleton à la télé. That doesn't sound right. French, most beautiful language in the world. Therefore, what I'm going to do is take off this E here, and I end up with ma mère s'est installée sur le sofa pour regarder un feuilleton à la télé. And that is how you conjugate verbs into the perfect tense when they are reflexive verbs.